All right, here we go. Overnighter on the Etowah River at Neil's Landing. I think this is a 16-mile trip. Go down to an island, camp out, and then complete the trip. So sit back, relax, pop a beer, and join us. We just put in on the Etowah. Oh, bird poop. Neil's Landing on the Etowah River. It's about 10 after 7. And it is gorgeous out here. Water's a little stained and high due to some of the rains we've had recently. Still looks good to me. What's up, folks? How we doing? Thanks for checking out the video. This one we're on the Etowah River. Just put in at Neil's Landing for a 2-day overnighter on the Etowah. So basically how this is going to work is it's a 16-mile trip, and do half in one day, camp out on an island, and do the other half on Sunday, which is tomorrow. Today's Saturday. And we'll be fishing for bass and striper, panfish, really whatever we can catch. About 9 o'clock on the Etowah. No fish yet. A couple bites. Beautiful day though. So getting into the launch, I got my feet wet. So my socks are wet. I did bring an extra pair of socks. Those were in a dry bag. But it's getting really chilly and uncomfortable. So I'm gonna pull these guys off and maybe see if I can't put them in the sun. Yeah, wet socks within the first few minutes of getting out, so yay. All right, so I'm starting to pick up some fish. Etowah River, they're digging these guys today. A little Ned rig with a crawdad on it. Just throwing it up against the bank like that and kind of popping it and keeping it out of the, anywhere you see trees and overhangs, and pretty much this entire shoreline is going to be covered with brush. So you want to keep your lure, just pop it, keep it up above that. Alright, one thing that's awesome about the Shearwater 125 and the Bixpy combination is just how quick you can deploy it and retract it. A lot of motor options out there, for the most part, they stay in the water, right? The motor stays, has a mount that stays in the water, and they're typically heavy and large and take up a lot of room and weight. But the Bixby's fairly small. It's all under 10 pounds. Little redhead duck. And it is so easy to get in and out of the water. So I'm going to demonstrate that real quick. Just grab my rudder line. I've got the gravity rudder from Vibe that allows you to use the Bixby and deploy it and retract it. It will, oops, grab this ball. So just like that, just pull it out, drop it, and now I'm in the water. Now that the Bixby's in the water, I just take hit the key fob. Just like that, I'm moving. And This is like setting number 4 on the Bixpy, and it'll go about twice this fast. We're cruising real good. Controlling it down here with the hand rudder, and we'll go ahead and cut it. Coast a little bit. While we coast, I don't want the motor to hit anything. Just like that, pulling the motor out of the water onto the back of the boat where it's safe and not going to smash up or get stuck on any rocks or logs or anything like that. Super easy, super convenient, and it just helps you get that range of motion. It's great, you know, when you're just paddling. You can only paddle so fast and so far, you know, but when you have an electric engine or an electric motor like the Bixpy, you could take off and cover miles if you wanted to, you know, tie on lures, talk on the phone, whatever, while you're doing it. So it's a great setup. Shearwater 125 and the Bixpy are an awesome combination. I've still got the X Drive, haven't used it all day. Just been drifting with water, and I'll punch it with the Bixpy here and there.
Cool. Everybody else is right behind me. See what we got. The water's really cleared up out here. It was dirty when we got in, or stained at least. It turned out to be a real nice day. I should have brought my waders though. All right,
Right there.
I'll work my way over there. Will I be able to cut across right there?
Yeah, you can probably go across, but that, for some reason, that's the deepest hole on that shoal, and they stay in that hole.
All right.
Yeah, I seen you walking that way, and I was like, damn, let me go tell you.
Yeah, I'll go check it out.
Yeah.
All right, this is the spot Michael told me to fish. He said back up behind this shoal that gets about 7 or 8 feet. And fish like to hang out there. and tie on my last Ned rig. It's the only thing I've caught bass on here on the Etowah today. And it's also, well, I've lost 4 of them on logs. So the river is winning today. Out here, Etowah River, camping out, fishing for the weekend, and my beloved Chinook is tearing. The stitching is just coming right out there. Super bummed about that. I don't even know if it's covered under warranty or anything, but I'll check when I get in. Let you guys know. But that's not just a skip stitch right there. That sucker's, I don't know if you can see, but that's running out. So it's going to start working its way out the top there. NRS Chinook, love the jacket. Just, I'll be out of y'all's way here in just a second.
Take your time.
All right, we'll see y'all downriver.
Come on.
All right, it's windy and hot. Glad I brought the Bixpy, cruising along. Do not have the Garmin, so I don't know exactly how fast I'm going, but I'm cruising. Feels kind of like a sports car out here. No problem moving around at all. Just got to be real careful not to bang it on any random stumps. This water is typically only a few feet deep to 10, with a few deeper spots and a lot of shallower spots. So yeah, it is Sunday. It is our last day out. It is the longest leg of the trip, which is why I brought the Bixpy. I knew it was going to be a haul. So oh, yep, run up shallow real quick on us. Just like that, the Bixby's up real fast. So as soon as you see shallow water, rocks or logs or something that could damage your propulsion system, gravity rudder, get it right up real fast. It's really awesome. So yeah, I'm trying to cruise through the windy spots and fish the not so windy spots. All I've caught is a few little bass so far. Fishing's been kind of slow, but it's been a lot of fun. So you can see this guy's gotten chewed on a little bit. He's missing a pincher. He's got bass rash on his back. It's the only thing I could get any fish to hit this weekend is some Ned rig crawfish. Man, this wind is whipping around this corner. But yeah, awesome trip so far this weekend. Came out with Michael Davis. Y'all check him out. Check out Michael Davis on YouTube. I think it's Michael Davis Adventures, possibly. But great channel, great dude. Bunch of other folks, some Vibe Pro staff, and a handful of other guys who have never done a overnight before. And this was a good one. The island was packed. Camping is scarce out here, but we had a good time. So basically what I've noticed is most of this land on either side of the Etowah here is privately owned farmland. Every couple miles or so you'll find a spot that looks like a suitable campsite or a place where people have been camping. But for the most part, legal camp spots are few and far between out here. And the distance that you got to travel keeps a lot of your float tube people off of this section of the Etowah. You're mostly going to find either paddlers or anglers out here. And this section that we're on is in between Neal's Landing and George Griffin Jr. Ramp, I think is what that's called. It's off of George Griffin Jr. Drive. So that is the stretch of the Etowah that we're on. Great trip though, great weekend trip. It's been a blast. I may have gotten too much sun. It always happens early in the season when you can first start getting out to just get torched. And I think let's put up my, hang on. Let's put my Bimini up real quick. There we go. That'll help out, but I'm still gonna get ripped on the arms. Yeah, see the spots there, people? Years of sun damage sitting outside fishing, stuff like that. So that's what it'll do to you. Alright, well, let's try and catch a fish and not burn up to death. We'll get back at you here in a minute.
I think this is a bald eagle. Can't really tell from here, but no. It's a hawk. Oh.
Sandbar, it looks about where that tree is.
Oh, that big tree.
That dead tree, yeah, that's, or whatever's washed up. That's the sandbar we all usually get on. The slope is shady a little bit.
All them turtles see us coming and jumping off the logs.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's a cool little spot. It'd be a cool camping spot if you didn't get flooded out when they released the water.
You can see where the water was.
Yep, went right up to the bottom.
High rock over there. It's pretty close to over top of it, look like.
Yep.
And there's a rock wall down here on the left down further. It's real cool.
Last stretch of river, I don't know, I'll go back and dub in how far. I'll go look and see how far this is. But this stretch of river is just lined up west and getting It's like a wind tunnel out here. This would be brutal with a paddle.
Alright, so at the very last leg of this Etowah River, Neil's Landing to George Griffin Jr. ramp. I guess that's the road that it's on. These shoals, let me pull the motor up real quick. Yep, that's good. There it is. There's the ramp. Alright, I'm just holding the camera with my hand. But, been a good trip. Camping here is scarce. There are camping opportunities. You just got to kind of pick and choose. There's a lot of other people who want those camping opportunities. So be prepared to share with other people. Fishing's good. Bass. All sorts of sunfish. You'll get white bass and striper here as well too. If you're going to do this stretch, 16 miles. So this is a big one. It was easy because I had the Bixpy. Didn't even use the Vibe X Drive at all, but that was the backup plan if I ran out of batteries. Sunburnt, thirsty, bring lots of water, bring sunscreen, and bring an extra charger for your phone so you can contact somebody if you have an emergency or need a pickup or anything like that. But it's a great trip, really enjoyed it. Y'all go check out Michael Davis Adventures on YouTube. Be sure to give him a sub. This was one of his spots that he was sharing with us today, or this weekend. And y'all like, subscribe. Let me know if you guys have any questions or comments. Take care. Have a good one.